Another classic that we just witnessed in the Champions League. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. Inter Milan are through to the final of the Champions League 2025 in a game that we will remember as I think, the best semi-final we have ever watched in the Champions League. I think this is the best. It should go down in history as one of the best semi-final games we've ever watched, or clash between the two teams, home and away. It was exciting. Imagine this. First goal was scored in the 21 minutes. The second goal was scored in the 45 minutes for Inter. Then second, there 54 Barcelona comeback. 60, they are already leveled. 88, Barcelona on top. 93, Barcelona win. 93, Inter equalized. Then we go to extra time. Then Barcelona loses by 4 goals to 3 in the extra time in the 99 minute. I don't even know what we can talk about when football comes to this level. And we also need to talk about everything that happened in this game, especially now knowing that Barcelona have played an extra minutes in a game, and El Clasico is just a few days away. How much that will actually affect in terms of what Barcelona have been working on the whole entire season. It can all come and change just out of nowhere after El Clasico. But everything we have watched from where we have been in today's game, reminding ourselves as well, because I think I did see somebody who put out the whole reminder of everything that happened in game one and coming to the game two. Because this game, really, to be honest, has been a classic in both classics. Remember, in the first leg, which we watched, 1 minute Inter scores one, 21 minutes Inter scores two, 31 minutes Barcelona scored 2-1, 38 minutes it's 2-2, 40, 64 minutes Inter scores to make it 3-2. Then 65 Barcelona equals to 3-3. So it finished 3-3 in the first half. It went to become 4-3 in the second half. And what was the difference maker? And I'm going to try to make it easier. I'm going to start to now analyze the game, because all in all, the thing that I think we can all admit and actually accept is this. We just witnessed teams with the best attack as well as the best defense cancel each other to the point of actually proving, or to make each and every one of them question if really they have the best in those positions. Because Inter is in being the team that is better in defensive, played in a game which they have outscored Barcelona in a team we expect as the best score front three in the world, the best scoring team, but has the worst defense in terms of behind. But Inter struggled to take advantage of that high line, but in the moments that they did, they took it full advantage. Of course, they got a penalty, which I think was a penalty, to be honest, for the second goal, which was scored in the 45 minutes before we were going to halftime. The first one, it was to beat that high line. The second one was a penalty after Kubas tried to, by means, to stop Lisandro Martinez, who scored, by the way. Oh, what's his name? Emiliano Martinez, who scored, by the way, to try and get to the ball, but it was checked by VAR and it became a penalty. And I feel like it was really a penalty, to be honest, when you look at how the things goes in. And we continued second half. Barcelona comes in on a mission. And I think Barcelona in the second half of this game, if they were never going to leave that game with a victory, they were never going to win the game, because I think they fought to have control. They caused the chaos, confused the defense and everything that Inter had. And an amazing goal which was scored by Garcia. I think it was a cross from the left back. Then Garcia hit it with the leg. It went straight to a goal. Then the same thing happened, but this time it was Danny almost had to make it 2-2 in the 80, to make it 2-2 in the 60th minute. Then as the game continued, an amazing goal. I think it was a ricochet. Rafinha hit it. It was saved and it went back in his legs and he hit well as a killer to put it in the big post to make it 3-2 Barcelona on aggregate. By then, I think it was already, was it about 6-5? Yeah, I think it was 6-5. Then the game continued 88 minutes. From what we had seen, like Barcelona were leading. Then in 93 minutes, before the game comes to an end, in the 93 minutes, it was a 5 minute game, 93 minutes of extra time, Inter Milan scores what I'll call one of the best goals. It was just a cross from them free, and I think I have no idea how that ball was hit, but I know it went straight, and the goalkeeper of Barcelona just saw his top roof shaking, and it was 2-3, and it was a good goal. They tried to play the fouls, trying to take advantage of the referee, but the referee, I think he had this game really under control. He controlled each and every moment to make it one of the best we've ever seen. Going to extra time, Barcelona did attack, really did try to do. Lamine Yamal hit so many shots. I think the first shot was saved by someone. It was straight by him. The second one hit the post. The third one went straight, and Sama pushed it away. It was literally Lamine Yamal and Sama in the extra time. Barcelona really were no longer that team that we saw in the beginning. Maybe tiredness, tired legs were creeping in. It was now only classic. And I think the mistake that the manager of Barcelona made, and I've never, since he has been in Barcelona, I've never really come out and said that he has made so many mistakes. I think the mistake he made in this moment was to take out Ferran Torres and putting on Lewandowski, who's coming from an injury, because in doing that, he took away the pace which Ferran Torres was offering in pushing the defenders away from the people who were finishing the chances to allow them to have control, and were able to control the game. And that helped them really, to be honest. It helped them to actually understand what to do, how to move the ball inside. They were now comfortable in defending Barcelona. They just knew that they had to stop Lamine Yamal, and their midfield worked so hard to not allow Lamine Yamal to have those opening, those chances to take advantage, and it worked so well. You have to remember that there was an opportunity of a penalty in as well against Lamine Yamal. So many times he was being tackled. I think they started to push him, try to remind him that you are still a young kid. This is a big man's game. You can't keep having your way. You can't keep doing whatever. But this kid is just relentless. He knows how to keep fighting. He has that feeling of wanting to push in to make this a Champions League classic. You have to sit down and remember that a 17-year-old, I repeat, a 17-year-old just carried an entire Barcelona to where they went in this league. He just carried them in this game, in the semi-final, to push them close to the final. They almost went there, but they just could not cross it. He could not score a goal because Sommer was just on another level. Hence why he became the man of the match. The saves that the goalkeeper of Barcelona did push away, it was out of this world. I've watched so many saves. I watched some goalkeeper matches today. He was just a different beast, and he deserves to be given the man of the match. He fought for that team. Inter really, at some points, they were really hanging him by the thread, and it was because of his brilliance, keeping the team in the game, fighting to the very end, helping the team to continue, that kept them in this fixture. And that's what made it even more exciting. So, and then, like I said, in the last minute, a nice goal which was scored. The player went crazy really from the celebration. Then I think, oh, you know what was left was Inter just managing the game, and I think they did so well because they could see that Barcelona were tired, even though they tried. Barcelona were really tired. They really had pushed themselves to the level, and I feel like I've never watched games that way where I feel like this. I feel like both teams deserved to go to the final. That's how good these games were. I feel like both Inter and Barcelona deserve to go to the final. And any team that was going out of this game, it was really, you just had to feel sorry for them. But they'd given their all. They fought both of them. Remontada came in, Barcelona came in, they almost won it, and the Remontada did not work and lose. And I think the friends from Real Madrid, they can learn something from this fixture. How you fight to the very end, how you come back. When you talk about you're going to bring a comeback, this is what you do, even though they did not manage, they fought to the very end. And I think that's what is more important than anything. Because Hanses Flick, this is his first season. He's setting up this team. He's starting to understand what they do, what are their strengths, their weakness, how he can help them to develop, to become better or what. All of these things are still just a day in the air. And he has so much to work with and so much he can improve. And that's what makes this game even more exciting than what we just saw. So it finished 4-3 and 7-6 on aggregate. Both teams deserve to go through, but Inter did, and they deserve it. You cannot say that they can't because they outscored the most goal scoring team in the world at the moment, Barcelona. And that tells you everything you need to know. Like I was saying, Hansi Flick learned from this, taking out Ferran Torres. I felt like it was a terrible plan, especially looking at the player you're putting in was coming from a long-term injury. And also, even though Garcia was good, I think they lacked a Kunde at the back because I think Kunde offered so much that injury from him really costed them. Look at what Emiliano Martinez did. He forced himself to be in this game. Martinez forced himself to be in this game, and he was a difference maker. He scored a goal. He helped you get a penalty. That's all that matters in football. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Football Connect. Let me know where you're watching us from, and follow if you're watching this on Facebook. I'm out. Like, subscribe. Peace. See you. We are out.